Hey folks, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. I'm Sam from the Treehouse, joined by a bunch of colleagues up here. I've got Ethan, Eric, and Ed over there, and then a very special guest. We have Tezuka-san, the producer of Yoshi's Woolly World, who's going to give us a more deep look into the development of this game. And you guys down the end are going to get us started playing, but Tezuka-san, I think the first thing people really get caught on when they play this game is just how amazing the look and the feel of it is. Could you tell us a bit more about the development process behind that?
人が初めてこのゲームをプレイすると、見た目
Hi, Rick.
got a surprise on stage. 見た目がものすごい印象を残すと思うのですが、その見た目について、開発について喋っていただきたいと思いますが、
このゲームはですね、グッドフィールっていう会社の方が作ったんですけども、このアーティストさんたちが結構ヨッシーを毛糸のヨッシーを作るにあたってさまざまな研究をしたんです。で、自分たちで実際に編み物をして、毛糸の表現ってどうするべきかっていうことをたくさん考えました。
So we worked with a developer called Goodfeel on this game. And their developers put a lot of work into really getting the look of the game right, all the way down to taking up knitting as a hobby, to really get that knitted yarn feel that you're seeing on screen just right.
これ今年は間に合ったんですけど。
Yes, I would love to hear more about these guys that just showed up.
これね、
Oh my goodness.
実は去年ビルさんにここに持ってきてって言って渡しといたものなんですけども、忘れてきちゃったんです去年は。
So I actually someone had made these and I was supposed to bring them for Bill last year, but I forgot them. But they're here now.
でこれ何かというと、任天堂の、そのコーディネーターのスタッフが、渡辺さんっていうデジタルイベントで、出てた方ですけども、彼女が初めて作った編み組なんです。
So this is these are yarn Yoshis, obviously, that you're seeing, that was made by one of the coordinators on this project, Ms. Watanabe, and so I've brought them just kind of a little surprise today.
They're amazing. So, are these like the first yarn Yoshis?
初めての編みぐるみのヨシということですか。
Oh wow.
That's right, they are actually. This is the start. This is where Yarn Yoshi started.
They're so cute.
まさか今日届けてくれるとは思ってなかった。
And I didn't think we were actually going to be able to get our hands on these today, but we did. So.
Oh, thank you so much for bringing these. They're amazing.
本当に持ってきてくれてありがとうございます。
多分これがこのアミーボを作る最初のきっかけみたいなもんだと思います。
So this may, I think this is actually probably where the idea for the Amiibo that we may also be able to show today got its start.
でこういう施策を繰り返して最終的に毛糸のこういうアミーボが作られた、出来上がったと思います。
Actually, the Amiibo is one of my very favorite features of this game. It's so cool how you can on the fly grab an Amiibo and instantly tap it in. So I'm going to grab the Inkling Girl, and all you have to do is just tap in, and instantly your Yoshi basically changes in design.
Oh, nice.
This one in particular is absolutely amazing. But there's so many Amiibo supported in this game, and they all have their own unique designs. Which one is your favorite?
このタイトルに使えるアミーボが数多くあると思いますが、手塚さんにとって最も好きなアミーボは何でしょうか。
そうですね、いっぱいあるんですけども、やっぱりマリオかな。
Well, that's a tough decision to make, but I think for me it's got to be Mario.
The Mario one is actually very memorable in this game. I'm going to tap that in right now and just kind of show this one off, even though I love the Inkling Girl, but...
tap shield.
Oh, come on
I
here.
love that we see Poochie here too. He's
There we go.
Oh,
look at that. Yes. Look at that! Look at that
I haven't
mustache.
seen any of this before. This is incredible.
Yarn
stash.
このマリオのデザインになるまではちょっと試行錯誤がありました。
So,
That's amazing.
you know, when designing this
love it.
Mario yarn Yoshi that we're seeing here, we really did kind of a trial and error process.
Come over
until we
here,
got
Ed.
it just right.
But,
今はこういうデザインですけども、最初考え出した頃はヨッシーにオーバーオールを着せたようなデザインでした。
So, すいません、もう一度お願いできますか？
ヨッシーにオーバーオールを着せたようなデザイン。
Okay. So, the idea, you know, we started with here was how can we get overalls onto Yoshi? And, you know, well, now you can see.
そうですね。
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
nice.
Wow. So can you walk us through a bit more of the process here where we see the different versions of Mario Yoshi that were worked on?
この資料で、マリオヨシのデザイン過程ということでしょうか？
そうですね。これ初期の頃のデザインです。
Yeah, that's right. This is just kind of the different steps we took to arrive at the Mario you see on screen now.
I love the little details we see here where sometimes the Mario M is actually on the shell and you can see the mustache coming in and out of the design. And
さあ細かいところまでのニュアンスがすごいです。コーラに M というマークがあって、マスタッシュがあったりなくなったり、戻ってきたりという詳細も良いですね。
Another one of my favorite features of this game is Poochie. Just offers such an awesome gameplay dynamic in this game, and of course, it's a longtime favorite of the series. I've always had a question about Poochie. Is Poochie a dog? Or what is Poochie exactly?
シリーズの、長い時間のファンですけれども、プチというキャラクターについてちょっとお聞きしたいんですけども、プチはもしかして犬でしょうか？ちょっと説明していただけないでしょうか？
そうですね。プチは多分犬のような生き物だと思います。
Well, I think you could call Poochie a creature like something like a dog. Yes.
Sort of like we're asking the burning questions on Nintendo Treehouse Live today.
私実は犬を飼ってたんですけども、その名前がプチ。
So I actually, Mr. Tisno saying that he actually had a dog of his own that he called Poochie as well.
で、このプチのネーミングをするときにいろんなアイディアがあって、一般的な犬の名前を取り入れようというそういう考えがありました。
So, you know, when we were deciding on the name for this character, we thought of a variety of things and thought maybe of going with a sort of typical pet's name.
で、自分の中では自分の犬がプチなので、そうなったらいいなと強く思ってます。
But, you know, I kind of felt strongly, you know, I had this memories of Poochie, my dog, and so I really put forth that idea and suggested we go with that.
これね、いろんなアニメーションがあるんです、プーチには。グッドフィールさんが結構そのプーチが大好きで、すごく時間をかけてたくさんの動きを作ってくれたんです。
So, you know, you'll notice Poochie has tons of animations, and I think the folks at Goodfeel really kind of latched onto this character and got really interested in it, and they've just animated it out like so in such a detailed way that's one of the fun things to discover.
多分いろんなキャラクターがこのゲームには出てきますけども、最もたくさんの動きがあるキャラクターです。
So and that just kind of reminds me that you'll see a lot of characters in this game, but that was really one of the things we wanted to focus on was getting that animation and their movement just right.
じっとしてると寝てるでしょ。
So now you can see Poochie's taking a nap.
Poochie.
I love the resting animations that we've seen for so many of the characters. I know when we were playing around during the pre-show for the championship, we're in a spooky, scary-looking place, and if you leave the Yoshis alone, they're kind of shaking and they're looking nervous, but if you have them in a different stage, it's so cute.
サムさんも、そのキャラクターの動き操作しないしばらく操作しないなんか待っている間のアニメーションもすごくてチャンピオンシップの前にプレイしたんだけどちょっとお化け屋敷の環境の中だったんですけれども、しばらく操作しないと まあ、怖い環境ですので、ヨッシーがちょっとしびれて。
そうですね。
はい
And
Yeah, that's
I
right.
think next we're going to be taking a look at a boss battle, which
Okay.
Yeah, we're going
Yes.
to take a look at something right now that is not on the show floor. Exclusive look for this. We're going to take a look at a boss battle. Jump into some gameplay here. Ed, why don't you join me and we'll show it off.
So as we're getting into this boss battle, I think one of the things that really impresses me about this setting especially is that it feels cold. It's an ice area, but making something feel cold when it's all made of fabric and yarn and warm materials, it must have been a really interesting development challenge.
このボス戦ですけれども、サムさんが考えているのは編みぐるみ、まあ、ボスが編みぐるみでできているんですけれども、まあ、網でできて、まあ、糸でできているんですけれども、まあ、寒く感じる、のは、まあ、そのボスのデザインについて少し聞かせていただけますか。
そうですね。このボスのデザインは比較的、スムースに決まりました。
So, you know, we were actually this boss was one of the bosses that we didn't have too much trouble designing. We had a clear idea for it, and it worked out well.
でもとはいって
We need one
も
more yarn ball.
やっぱり、
I ain't got it.
試行錯誤はありました。
But you know, like with anything in game development, there were some, you know, back and forth, little trial and error that we did in the design.
で、ケイトの世界でこういう氷の表現をどうするか、それが難しかったです。
すいません、最初の部分。
ケイトの世界で氷の表現をどうするかを考えるのが難しかった。
So just like you mentioned, that was the thing we struggled with this boss was in a world of yarn, getting that feeling of cold to come through. So it's good that you felt that.
I think he looks great, especially his little sort of ice cube, and it's almost like a shiny plastic coating that he's got on.
まあそうですね。まあ氷の部分を見ますと、まあビニールのようになんか輝きがあって、もう現実感を感じる。
だからここでリアルな氷を採用してもなんか合わないと思うし、
すいません。最後の
リアルな氷をここで使ってもこの全体のデザインには合わない。
So you know, getting that real ice feeling is something that we struggle with, but I think we definitely brought it out pretty well.
でこうやって見るととても当たり前の自然なものに見えると思うんですけども、ここにたどり着くまでにちょっと時間がかかります。
And I think the fact that it does look convincing makes it seem like, oh, okay, we were just able to make ice, no problem. But this was actually something we spent a lot of time getting right.
No.
It's really impressive.
No.
What's that? No.
So the level design's impressive, and not to give too many secrets away about what other things people are going to see in this game, but I think they're really going to be impressed by the variety of different environments that they're going to run into as they play through the worlds.
このゲームのレベルデザインもすごいと思いますが、ネタバレはそれほどしたくはないんですけど、ゲームが発売されてから、プレイヤーが楽しむのは、レベルの豊富さだと思います。
そうですね。
いろいろのレベルがプレイできますので、
実はこのレベルデザインに関しては任天堂も深く入ったんです。任天堂も深く制作に入りました。
So actually, when it comes to level design, that was something Nintendo got, kind of deeply involved in the development of this game.
グッドフィルさんに制作をお願いしたんですけども、このレベルデザインだけは任天堂のスタッフが一緒に制作をしました。
So, like I mentioned before, Goodfeel was the developer handling creating the game, but when it came to level design, that was an area we knew we wanted to contribute to, and so we had Nintendo staff kind of contributing to level design.
ニューマリオシリーズのレベルデザイナーが入って、多分全体の3分の1ぐらいを作りました。
So actually, we had some staff level designers from the new Super Mario Brothers series, and they contributed probably about a third of the levels in the game. So,
Cool. I think that
割とね一緒になって、こちらからグッドフィルさんにそのスタッフがいて、一緒に 席を近くにしてものづくりをしたりとかしました。
And so that it was really at the end, our two teams kind of came together, and we looked at what each of us had made, and those became the final level arrangements that you see in the game. So.
だから我々だけだったら我々だけだと考えないような、デザインをしたりとか双方にとってすごく刺激のあるプロジェクトでした。
And so, with Goodfeel contributing to the development, you see these things, and we realized, oh, they're making levels that we probably wouldn't have thought of, and that was kind of inspiring to us, and also I think it helped make the game, like you said, add that variety of level design.
I think it's so cool that you were able to make it such an involved collaboration. It sounds like there was a lot of really interesting back and forth going on behind the scenes.
開発の裏面でそういったコラボレーションがあってこそ面白いやり取りができたと思いますが。
Yeah, I really like the sound too. That it sounds like quite a few people on the development team got some new hobbies out of this as well. Because I'm assuming they didn't stop knitting when they were done with this game. It's very relaxing.
Were you saying you heard that? Or?
Oh, I imagine that. Hope they kept the hobbies.
想像がつくんですけれども、グッドフィールさんがこの開発において新しい編みぐるみとか作る趣味とかが出たと思いますが、それはそうでしょうか。グッドフィールさんの中でこのゲームの開発の前に編みぐるみの趣味がなかったスタッフが後で編みぐるみが作ることが止まらないスタッフがあったかなと。
グッドフィールのアーティストたちはすごくこのヨッシーのケイトのヨッシーにすごい愛があるんです。
So yeah, that's right. On the Goodfeel staff, there were すいません最後の
すごく思い入れっていうか愛がある。
So I think some of their staff members really developed a love for knitting things and for Yoshi himself in the development.
実際にね、このケイトの表現を、再現できるぐらいのレベルでデザインされてる。
So and that was one of the things they focused on was being able to create the sort of real-looking yarn look of this game that you're seeing here. They put that amount of energy into learning how to knit, so that they could successfully do that.
I love the idea there's maybe like a Nintendo craft club still going after this game is done.
Nintendo のものづくりのクラブがあればいいねと。
そうですね。
So guys, if you're up for it, since we've got a little bit more time left,
I think that boss
I'd love
battle
to
just
show
went
folks
by,
what Mellow Mode looks like as well. So we should jump in and show that off a little bit.
I'm going to get another level here queued up for us in just a moment here. Just wait a moment.
これから日本語の名称わからないですけどもメローモードをこれから見せたいと思っています。
So one thing I'm hoping it comes through on the feed and folks can hear it, but the music in this game is really fantastic, and I think it's really interesting hearing the sound design and especially the songs that go along in the background. Is it possible to learn a little bit more about that development process as well?
音楽も素晴らしいと考えています。プレイしながら背面としての音楽とか流れている歌が、プレイの一部の素晴らしさを再現すると思うんですけれども、その音楽の開発について話していただけますでしょうか。
そうですね。ものすごくたくさんの曲を作ってもらったんですけども、最初にメインになる楽器を決めたいっていうのが、グッドフィルさんのサウンド担当の方の中にあったんです。
So, we did know that we wanted to make a lot of songs for this, and we had to decide what would kind of be the main instrument. And our producer struggled, with deciding what that would be.
で、アコースティックギターを使いたいっていうような気持ちがありました。
And he eventually decided, I've got a strong feeling that I want to use an acoustic guitar as the main instrument.
でも担当者はいつもデジタルで音を作ってるので、アコースティックギターあまり得意じゃなかった。
But the person in charge of creating that music was someone who spent most of their time using, creating digital music and didn't have a lot of experience with the acoustic guitar.
だからギター教室に通ったらしいです。
So he actually started taking guitar lessons. Yeah, so that he could learn to play the guitar better.
多分そういう下地を作って、でサウンドの制作に挑んだ。
So after he had, again, this is kind of with the yarn thing that Goodfeel went through to get that graphic look with the music as well. After he'd felt he'd gotten enough guitar ability, then he, went into the studio to make the digital sound that you now hear. But he needed to get that training first.
だからそういうすごく熱意のある人なんで、全部のレベルデザインに対して違う曲を入れたいぐらいの気持ちがあった。
And he was so passionate about the music for the game that, his goal was to create a different song for each stage in the game, and that's kind of what he set out to do.
すごく素敵な方です。
And we're lucky to have someone that passionate on the development team.
Well, it's a really beautiful music. It's so nice to listen to, and I found it's very relaxing, which I really enjoy since I'm just taking my time trying to collect everything that's hidden in the stages. It's nice to have some really nice tunes.
So I've started a new level here, and we're taking a look at Mellow Mode. And Mellow Mode is a different way to play this game. It is, as you might guess, much more mellow, much easier, but it's also a really fun way to play this game, even for kind of hardcore gamers, or a way for them to play with their families. I think this is a way that I could definitely see, playing with my nieces in this game and really exploring the game and feeling like it's a way that they could play with me.
今、メロモードという、少しリラックス、プレイしながらリラックスできるモード、をプレイしてるんですけれども、ちょっと難しいチャレンジが好きなプレイヤーでも、友達と一緒に、家族と一緒にこのモードを楽しむことができると思います。
そう言ってもらえるとすごく嬉しいです。
It's really makes me feel great to hear you say that.
私はアクションゲームがあまり得意じゃない。だからこういうメロモードみたいなものがあるととても楽しめる。
So for me actually, I'm not the greatest at action games, and so I'm really glad when there's a mode like this in a game that lets you just sort of play, chill out, and enjoy it.
Well, one of the things that I like about the mode actually is that it isn't an invincibility mode. It doesn't automatically allow you to win the courses. It just gives you a little bit of a helping hand. And in some ways, some gamers out there may want to use this to just fully explore the courses and really see everything that's in there without feeling like you're just like you're not able to move away from obstacles. Yeah.
無敵にはならないし、自動的にコースをクリアすることはないし、リラックスしながらコースの隅々まで、コースの、隅々まで、冒険できる。
そうです。操作が楽にできる分、いろんなことを試せるようになるっていうかね、普段すごく苦労していかなければいけないところも楽に行って、探索ができたりとか、より楽しめると思います。
Yeah, no, I think that's really right. And, the controls are such that we really want to make sure that they were easy enough to allow you to explore the stage to its fullest.
Well, this is one other thing to mention here is that Mellow Mode is completely optional. You do not have to use it if you don't want to. So if you want that extra challenge, you can get it. And another thing that I've noticed about this game is that there's a lot of challenge in this game. Some of the courses are very difficult, but you have Mellow Mode if you want to give yourself a helping hand. But also, a lot of the challenge in this game is finding all of the secrets. So some courses aren't even all that difficult to really pass, but to get all of the secrets is really, really difficult. So there's a lot of variability and difficulty. Was that part of the intention for making this game?
What's that?
Was that the intention to have like kind of a wide variety of difficulties in this game?
So, このモードはもちろんオプショナルチャレンジを欲しければ普通のモードでプレイできるし、本当に本格的なチャレンジがあるコースもいっぱい入っていると思うんですけれども、その他に集めるもの、なんかコースを探索しながら集めるものを集めることも楽しいと思うんですけれども、その部分について話していただけますでしょうか。集めるものをはい、すみません。
まずビーズを集めるっていうことが。
ビーズ。はい。So one of the things you'll see that you're collecting here are beads.
このビーズをたくさん集めることで、メロモードの時に、 ヨッシーの使える能力が、増やせれる、追加できる。
So, collecting those beads that you've been collecting in Mellow Mode will increase the number of abilities that Yoshi has when playing this mode. I can see you're focusing really hard right now.
Yeah, this is not an easy level. Actually.
Kind of mellow.
I'm like talking and playing this game at the same time. Right? It's actually a pretty big challenge.
話しながらプレイすることが難しい。
これはメローモードの時だけなんですけども、
はい、
よりこうアクションゲームが不得意じゃない人も、有利にゲームが進められるようにするシステムです。
So, as I'm sure you've realized, Mellow Mode is also something we wanted to have for people who don't have that confidence about, their action gaming skills, but will still allow them a way to see everything the game has to offer and explore it, just like other people who feel more comfortable.
Absolutely. And, one of the fun things is playing this game with other people. That's why we're showing this in cooperative mode right now.
Right.
Playing with other people is really fun, but in some ways it can make it more challenging. Like Ed and I, for those watching at home, they're like, why are these guys having such a hard time? A lot of times, you can end up kind of messing with your friends a little bit,
right.
and that's part of the fun. You can kind of talk a little trash while you're
今
playing.
協力プレイしてるんですけれども、それも楽しいけれど一つのチャレンジになる可能性もあり、遊びながら一緒に遊んでいる人にいたずらやって、
そうです。
それも一部の楽しさだと思っています。
だからいろんな楽しみ方があっていいと思うんです。
And I think that's a great point. There's like a lot of different ways to enjoy this game. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by and showing us these and telling us so much about the behind-the-scenes development of the game. Really looking forward to playing more of this. And it's coming out really soon. It's going to be October. So hopefully everybody will have a chance to have some yarny fun as well.
本当にありがとうございます。また発売は今年の10月になってもう近づいてきていますね。
Well, thank you guys for playing for us as
Yeah,
well. So
I can't believe I'm holding this thing.
I know. I wanna take
this
that
belongs
with
in a
me.
museum. This is absolutely amazing.
I think it has to go back to Japan. You
Yeah,
don't
I
get
know.
to keep it.
I'm just gonna take it.
It's funny looking at the next to these guys.
You can have a handful of Yoshis.
Yeah, look at this. I can't. How do I carry all these Yoshis?
You can't handle the cute.
And these are the real yarn Yoshi Amiibo. Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Real
amazing.
thing.
Those are really great.
Wow.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
guys.
time
Yes,
and
thank
showing
you.
us all this good stuff.
Well,
Folks who are
お時間
watching,
いただき
please stay with us. We're
ありがとうございます。
going to be coming back in a few moments with some more gameplay. So just hang tight. We'll be right back. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.